Great. So we've seen a lot of interesting stuff which people have done in the NGO space, empowerment space using social media. And I was very happy that someone spoke about children. So just a few numbers, you guys already know that. Most of you have done incredible campaigns which we got to know today. So Facebook causes, for instance, 90 million users is helping thousands of causes around the world. Twitter is empowering people in the most of the democratic and real-time information exchange. With over 100 hours of video uploaded on YouTube every minute, tracking, searching, promoting and whatnot is happening on YouTube. But all this is about adults. What about kids? Can kids be empowered using social media and technology? Can they help their needy fellow brothers and sisters without actually spending a rupee? That's how Worlddo comes into picture. Just to give you a quick background about Worlddo, as my previous speaker said, that the internet is becoming a way of life today for a lot of people. Kids are internet friendly. Most of the kids in urban India are just so much familiar with the internet, whether it's their mobiles, with their tablets, notebooks, they are on the internet. They cannot think about a world where Google is not present. But at the same time, Facebook was not developed for kids. Facebook only allows kids above 13 years to come and access it. Same goes with Google. So a kid cannot have an email ID until he's 12 years old. But since we are in India, we don't have any particular laws around that. But internationally, there have been COPA laws where there are very strict laws where they say you cannot reach out to a kid and make them part of a community until he is a 12-year or a 13-year-old. So what we decided in that space, that we should, because internet, as of today, internet penetration is only 12% in India. 12% in India. That's increasing at a rapid pace with 3G, 4G and other stuff. More and more children are gonna come online, but they do not have a single place where they can go and consume content. So that is how we decided. We decided 2 years back that we should design a platform which should be for kids, between 6 to 12-year-old kids. And we wanted to create his entire digital ecosystem. And that's how we wanted to create, which was the safest place for kids online. And that's how Worlddo was born. So we designed this out of our Dubai office. We are basically an advertising agency from Bombay. Been working for the last 17 years. We're called Focus Circle Group. And in the last 1.5 years, it took us 1.5 years because it was a self-funded project. The entire the design development is done in-house. And what we've done here is we've partnered with all the popular content pieces which a kid loves. So if you see this is a National Geographic Channel land which we have created. We partnered with Cartoon Network. We partnered with ZQ. We partnered with Sentosa Islands from Singapore. We've created a game den where we've got games from all the popular places where a kid goes and plays online. We partnered with this guy called Jeff Covin who talks about animal conservation. I think the cursor is not happening. So yeah, this tree house, this is the Jeff Covin land. We have something called the Do TV, where a lot of kiddie content, like the kid films which are appropriate for a kid and trailers we can watch. Then there's a Do Crew, and there's a lot of proprietary content which happens around it. At the same time, what we've also done is gamified the entire concept. So a kid goes and plays a game. I'm sorry, there's no internet on this machine, otherwise I would have taken to the website, but I would request you guys to just go and have a look at the website. So anything which a kid does online, he gets stars. And via these stars, he can decorate his or her own house. And there are a lot of stuff in a place called Do Store. So we realized that we started it as a business model, and over a period of, so we launched this in April 16. So we are around a 7-8-month-year-old organization till now. In the 3 months, we realized that a lot of kids are earning a lot of stars there. That point of time, we thought that why can't we use this platform to empower kids? How did we do that? So these were just some of our partners we've partnered with for this particular platform. I'll come back to this slide later. So what we did here is we created a campaign called Worlddo Tara campaign. It was a unique, never done before initiative empowering 6 to 12-year-old kids and improving health and education of needy kids. How does this happen? So we partnered with CRY. So CRY is a very leading NGO in India. We created a campaign called Gift a Tara campaign. And what the kids on the platform, as of today, we have around 65,000 registered kids on worlddo.com. So what these kids were doing, they were earning a lot of stars. We partnered with CRY and we told these kids that, okay, there are a lot of kids in the world who don't have access to clean drinking water, who don't have access to good education. So why don't you donate some of your own stars which you have earned here? And those stars could be noted, and it was done in a very kiddie manner. So there's this girl called Asmina. So there was a letter from Asmina in the ecosystem which says, "Dear friends, my name is Asmina. I am 8 years old. My mother says I have a sweet voice. Like you, I too want to go to school, make friends and play. But I can't because I work with my father in a garbage heap all day. You can change my life and make me happy by gifting me education. All the kid was supposed to do was just to donate his 50 or 100 stars. And we've seen from our analytics that kids were accumulating almost million stars, 1.5 million stars. A lot of stars were accumulated. So the kid just had to click and donate a star, and he used to get a heart. What we did to promote it, there was a social mentions, notifications, and word of mouth across Worlddo. We do not believe in Facebook for Worlddo because Worlddo is a substitute of Facebook for kids. Because kids should not go on Facebook until they turn 13, so we created this social networking website for them, which is called worlddo.com. It spread virally among kids in India. We did a lot of online PR, plus some effort from Facebook and Twitter to reach out to the parents and to the teachers. And we also took a massive school contact program. We got some, so this is just a snapshot of some school contact programs. We reached out to explain them what Worlddo is, explain them what Worlddo Tara is, and how could they reach out to people. We also got some decent coverage in terms of PR, and just to the impact, almost 10 lakh stars were donated by 32,000 kids for first 2 causes in first 3 months. And as a pact between Worlddo and CRY, for every 10 stars, Worlddo is donating 1 rupee to CRY, and that goes into clean drinking water and education, which is already ended. And phase 2, we've taken up 2 new causes, which is Gift Sandeep, proper infrastructure in school, and Gift Children like Saraswati and education. So again, half of our task is already completed. Kids are donating a lot of stars, and that money is going to CRY. And I'll just quickly tell you about Worlddo now, because in the last 7 months, we've already become third most viewed site in India in terms of page views. This stats are a little old. As of today, we are 65,000 registered kids on the website, and we're growing at a rapid pace. So that was the social networking empowerment we took with kids. That's it. Any questions, please?
Questions? Funding, revenues?
So we are part of an advertising agency. It's self-funded product.
No, what do you mean by self-funded? Is it cross-subsidized from your
So
other...
as an advertising agency, we put in money into it. We also have a business model attached to it. Say, for example, every kid has a house in worlddo.com. So we've started, so there, if you see, there's not even a single banner, because we don't appreciate brands coming and just putting up their banners where a kid clicks and lands up at different places, wrong places. So what we're doing is very integration-based associations. So just a recent association, Asian Paints is partnered with us and said that, okay, the kid can decorate his or her own house using our themes. So those are the kind of revenue opportunities which we are looking at.
Questions from the jury or audience?
Thank you, people.